Ah, Trastevere, just saying the name brings up these amazing images, right? Ivy-covered buildings, winding cobblestone alleys, the sound of people laughing in a piazza at night. But let's be real, picking a place to stay there can be a total game changer. It's the difference between a dream trip and a nightmare of sleepless nights. So, we're going to break it all down and figure out how to find your perfect spot in one of Rome's most legendary neighborhoods.
So let's get right to it. The big question on everyone's mind. Is Trastevere that authentic Roman dream we all see on Instagram? Or is it actually a super loud, crowded tourist trap where you'll never get any sleep? The truth is, well, it's kind of both, and it all boils down to where exactly you decide to lay your head.
And this, right here, this is what I call the Trastevere trade-off. On one hand, you have that unbelievable charm, that village inside a city feel, and hands down the best nightlife in Rome. But on the other hand, yeah, you've got the noise, the crowds, and the stress of picking the right street. But here's the secret. You don't actually have to choose. You can have it all, if you know a few tricks.
So, you're probably asking, okay, how do I solve this trade-off? Well, that's where we come in. We got super picky. This is not just some random list of places pulled off the internet. Nope. Every single spot we're about to talk about had to pass a really strict test, designed specifically to find that perfect balance between authentic atmosphere and actual peace and quiet. All right, so here are the 3 golden rules, the absolute non-negotiables for any place on our list. Number 1, quality soundproofing. This is not optional, it is essential. Number 2, it has to be close to the tram 8 line. Seriously, this tram is your golden ticket to the rest of the city. It zips you right to the center of Rome, no expensive taxis needed. And number 3, it has to have a distinctive character. We're looking for places with soul, not some generic cookie-cutter hotel room. Okay, let's get into the good stuff, finding your perfect stay. See, the trick to Trastevere isn't trying to find the best hotel. There's no such thing. It's all about matching the place to your personality, to your travel style. So first up, let's talk to you, the person who's maybe a little nervous about that whole Trastevere trade-off. You're the silence seeker. You want all that incredible charm, but you also really, really need a good night's sleep. And check this out, because it's not a one-size-fits-all solution for quiet. Each of these places has its own clever trick. Horty 14 has this amazing, rare private garden that acts like a natural sound buffer. Top-floor Trastevere, well, it uses simple physics. Being way up on the top floor literally lifts you above the street noise. And La Civetta di Trastevere, its secret weapon is location. It's tucked away on the Santa Cecilia side of the neighborhood, which is famously more residential and way quieter. All right, moving on. Maybe peace and quiet is fine, but what you really care about is the vibe, the aesthetics. You're the design lover, the romantic. You're looking for a place that's an experience in itself. I mean, just listen to this. A light-filled, modern accommodation using extensive glass walls and ceilings. That's how they describe the Trastevere glass house. That's not just a hotel room, that's architecture. It's about feeling connected to the Roman sky right from your bed. It's pretty special. And what's so cool is you can really pick your specific flavor of design here. If you're all about that bright, modern, airy feel, the glass house is for you. But if you're more into that dark, moody, sophisticated vibe with rich textures, Etrusca Luxury is your spot. And of course, for the classicists among us, S. Apollonia Suite gives you that timeless, historic character with soaring ceilings in a beautifully restored old building. Okay, enough with the quiet and the romance. Let's flip the script. What if you're the complete opposite? What if you came to Trastevere specifically to be in the action? Now this right here, this is the holy grail for so many people. Look at this quote about Callisto Luxury. It lets you retreat instantly into a quiet, climate-controlled sanctuary. It's the absolute dream, right? You step out your door and you are in the middle of a buzzing piazza, but the second you close that door, boom, silence. You get the best of both worlds. And remember, action can mean different things to different people. If your kind of action is the nightlife, the bars, the energy of the crowd, Callisto Luxury is a no-brainer. If you're a history buff who just wants to walk everywhere, Giudita in Trastevere is the perfect home base. And for the foodies, oh man, La Gensola puts you literally on top of a famous restaurant square. You're immersed in food culture from the moment you wake up. All right, let's switch gears and talk about a different kind of traveler, the practical one. You're not looking for all the bells and whistles. You just want a place that's smart, incredibly clean, works perfectly, and gives you great bang for your buck. And for you, we've got 2 great but totally different paths.
Think of it like this. On one side, you have Landlord in Trastevere. It's sleek, modern, minimalist, and famous for being spotlessly clean. Everything just works. On the other side, you've got Trastevere Colors. This one is all about charm and personality on a budget. It's got this cheerful, vibrant decor and more of that classic, friendly B&B feel.
And finally, let's talk to those of you who dream of not just visiting Rome, but actually living there, even if it's just for a week. You're the traveler who wants to live like a local.
So, here's the playbook for making that happen. Step 1, you need more space. An apartment like the Trastevere Miracle Suite gives you room to breathe, especially on longer stays. Step 2, you want peace of mind. If you're a bit wary of private rentals, a place like Il Mulino di Trastevere is run by a professional company, so you get hotel-level service and reliability. And step 3, and this is the most important part, you gotta use that kitchen. Hitting up the local San Casimato market, buying fresh ingredients, and making your own dinner, that's the real deal.
So, as we wrap this all up, you can see the main idea here is pretty clear. When it comes to Trastevere, it is all about matching the place to the person.
Look, here's the big takeaway. Stop searching for the best hotel in Trastevere. It doesn't exist. The real best hotel is the one that fits you and the trip you actually want to have. Whether that's total silence, amazing design, nonstop action, or just feeling like you have a home away from home.
So that really just leaves one last question, and it's for you to answer. It's not just about where you'll stay. It's about what kind of traveler you want to be on this trip. So when you finally get to Trastevere, who are you going to be? The silence seeker? The design lover? The one in the middle of the action? Or the one living like a local? Your answer is what leads you to your perfect Roman stay.